seeing them.
Yeah. They're really, really dreadful people. They spread lies about people. So I was in a live and we were talking about somebody who was being extremely problematic. I won't mention their.
I'm going to mention the name. It was Dark Swifty or Joshua. You were also on the panel with Percy. And the thing about that live is that I wasn't there. I had no idea about it. What happened was Percy Phantom, aka Skylar, had done some fuck shit with the Arcs. And they did a whole bunch of fuck shit. I didn't like what they did. We were supposed to have a conversation about it. It's also led to people impersonating me on a panel. They were Percy's friends. So at the time, Percy was dating someone I knew. And I said, all of this fuck shit has to stop. We need to talk, Percy. So Percy and I decided we were going to talk the next day. But before that happened, I saw a clip and heard a clip of Percy Phantom Skylar and Auntie Biscuit on a panel talking about Coco's husband who's black and whose penises he had to suck at TikTok to let Coco get away with everything. So while Percy was saying that, Auntie Biscuit said, but isn't that how you make the hot chocolate? And both of you went, hee hee hee. I don't have the video. I never edited a clip. It wasn't my clip. It was your ops clip. So stop lying. And when I went to go talk to Percy about it, my only goal was to tell them that's not appropriate behavior and you didn't do anything to start it. So it wasn't a lie. You just said some fuck shit. And I never said you sucked dicks or played a video. You're a liar.
Name because that person has been dealt with. There's no point in dragging their name back up. But I was using kind of coded phrases to refer to that individual, and I happened to mention a certain thing that you need to make hot chocolate, which is other than milk and sugar.
Or the Nestle Quick.
No, cocoa powder.
Yep.
And verified clipped a minute amount of the conversation, and she then turned around and said that I was talking about BIPOC people and being racist, and said that I was suggesting that if I was to put a black person's phallus in my mouth, that I would get hot chocolate from it. And she was being
wow.
Now you might wonder why I would care who Phantom Skylar Percy is hanging around with. That was because Percy was very dramatic. Just wanted to live quietly on the app, but they started dating one of my mutuals, and they brought a whole shit ton of drama that led to me being impersonated. I had no idea who these young queer people were. I didn't want to know. But Percy dragged me into some drama. We were supposed to talk about it the next day. But then, that video of what you two said on a panel made me hesitate because I don't want to be associated with anyone like that. Honestly, I didn't want Phantom anywhere near me. And I was fine if they just went away. But that's what happened. It was supposed to be a conversation. And you can't admit you did it. You're such a liar.
There's the person you were talking about. Hi, Echo.
Really, really vile. Echo
That's
has
nasty.
Echo has those receipts as well. And she was claiming I was being racist. However, I basically just said, look, here's the recording of what exactly happened. And I had BIPOC people look at it and they go, what the fuck's she on about? You were talking about another individual who isn't even black, and you weren't and you didn't even mention giving them a BJ or anything like that. So how are you how Verified and Jessica Rabbit roll. They try and find somebody, or they've in fact gone after multiple people, and they're just trying to clout chase to get them.
Now I'm laughing. We're clout chasing. Explain to me what clout chasing is, because I was happy holding my lives and just being myself, doing nothing at all, until Percy, aka Phantom, aka Skylar, dragged this mess over to my platform. I repeatedly kept trying to talk to them. I even went up to their panel to talk to them to say, hey, don't you and Jessica break up. I'll just run my own lives and we'll all stay away from each other. But Percy dropped me off the panel. They dropped me off the panel. There's no clout chasing. Who are we clout chasing? I think the real clout chaser is people like Echo. And the only way they got dragged into this is because I went to Echo and said, hey, your people impersonated me on a panel for 2 hours, and it upset a lot of people because they thought it was me. And Echo called me a cunt and said nobody has to apologize because they have mental health issues. I found that ironic. Right? Even then, I wanted to make up with Percy for the betterment of my mutual's relationship, and they acted like a toddler. And you did too, running all over the app. Nobody's talking about you. You're the clout chaser. And you're weird.
Their voices heard.
I just want to say hi to the 4 ghosts that are in here right now. I hope you're having a great day. Remember, stay hydrated.
Anyway, Auntie Biscuit, if you have the video of what you said, please post it. I don't understand why you haven't to clear your name. I don't have the video, but apparently you do. And again, to wrap up this portion of messy talk, all I wanted to do was have a conversation with Percy, Phantom, aka Skylar. You never would have even got dragged into this, but Percy, Phantom, aka Skylar, before we could talk, ran all over the app. It would have just been a simple conversation that went something like, hey, Percy, I heard you say XYZ on a panel and you didn't stop it and you were laughing. You need to stop doing that to hang out with me. That was all the conversation was supposed to be. Y'all are a bunch of babies.